Standard 6, Subject English, Unit 1.4, Children are going to school, Nida Fazli. A little information about our poet, Muqtada Hassan Nida Fazli, known as Nida Fazli, 1938-2016, was a prominent Indian Hindi and Urdu poet, lyricist, and dialogue writer. In 1998, he won the Sahitya Academy Award in Urdu for Khoya Hua Sa Kuch poetry collection. He also won the Star Screen Award for Best Lyricist for Sur. In 2013, he was awarded the Padma Shri by the Government of India for his contribution to literature. Let's understand the explanation of the poem, Children Are Going to School. The first line of the poem, morning light spreads over the earth. In this line, the poet has beautifully described the early morning. He says that the sun arrives in the sky and spreads its light all over the earth. Usually, schools begin in the morning and children get ready to go to school. In this poem too, the children are going to school in the morning and the poet has described this beautiful morning. Once again, the sky bows his head in respect, for children are going to school. To the poet, the morning sky appears like a person who bows his head in respect. The poet imagines that the sky shows its respect to the school-going children. The sun, after his morning dip in the river, dressed up in his golden muslin turban, waits and smiles on one side of the road, for children are going to school. When the sun rises in the sky from the riverside, the poet says that the sun has taken a dip in the river and appears golden in color. The poet imagines that the sun has worn a golden muslin turban after his bath. The meaning of muslin is a kind of soft cotton fabric. He further says that the sun waits and smiles on the side of the road for the school-going children. Usually, our parents wait and smile at us at the entrance of the gate. They wait for us till we enter the school gate and they smile at us. So the poet says even the sun waits and smiles on the side of the road for the school going children. So the poet has personified the sun, given the sun a human quality of waiting and smiling. Through the green-topped branches, breezes sing their songs of blessings. Fragrant flowers awaken the sleepy roads with their melodies. When the wind blows through the green branches of the tree, a certain sound is produced. The poet imagines that the breeze is singing songs of blessings for the children going to school, just as our elders bless us when we do something good. So the poet also imagines that the breeze that blows due to the wind is singing songs of blessings for the school going children, because they too are doing a good deed by going to school. The poet further says that the roads are deserted and lonely in the early morning hours. The roads are asleep, but the fragrant flowers awaken the road by singing sweet melodies or sweet music. The meaning of melodies is tunes or sweet music. The meaning of fragrant is having a pleasant smell. So the flowers that have a pleasant smell, they awaken the road by singing sweet music. So here both the breeze as well as the flowers are given a human quality. They are personified. The breeze is said to be singing songs of blessings, and the fragrant flowers are awakening the road. So the breeze as well as the flowers are personified. At the corner of the lane, the people in his lush deep foliage waves his hands, for children are going to school. Here in this line, the poet says that at the corner of the lane is a peepal tree in his lush, deep foliage. The meaning of foliage is greenery. Look at the picture of the peepal tree. It is in its lush, deep foliage. It is totally green with lots of leaves and branches, and the peepal tree sways or moves due to the wind. The poet imagines that the peepal tree is waving his hands, that is, its branches are saying goodbye to the school going children. So here also the peepal tree is personified. The peepal tree is given the human quality of waving his hands. Angels of light have set out. Every road is a gleam. At this hour, every particle of the earth throbs like a mother's heart. In this line, the poet says that the angels of light have set out and every road is shining brightly. Angels of light are the children going to school. So they have set out to go to school and every road is shining brightly. He further says that just as a mother has tender emotions and feelings for a child, so also every particle of the earth or every element of nature feels the same for the school going children. The poet says that every particle of the earth throbs or beats like a mother's heart. So here also the poet has personified every particle of the earth, given a human quality to every particle of the earth by saying that it throbs or it beats like a mother's heart. Time sitting on an old roof, flies, pigeons in the sky, for children are going to school. Here in this line, the poet says that on the way to school there is an old roof and on it hangs a wall clock. The poet says that time is sitting on an old roof and the pigeons are flying in the sky. The atmosphere is pleasant, and in this pleasant atmosphere, children are going to school. Here, the line flies pigeons in the sky, that's an inversion, it's a figure of speech. It is not in proper prose order. The proper prose order is pigeons fly in the sky, but it is given flies pigeons in the sky. So it is an inversion. It is not in proper prose order. The poem Children Are Going to School has examples of personification. What is a personification? When inanimate objects or abstract ideas are spoken of as having life, it is a personification. So, number of elements of nature in this poem are personified. A few examples are put on this slide. The sky, the sun, the breeze, they are all personified. The line, the sky bows his head in respect. Here, the sky is given a human quality of bowing its head. Who bows their head? Human beings. So, here, the sky is given a human quality of bowing its head. The sun is also personified in this poem. The line waits and smiles on one side of the road. Here again, the sun is given the human quality of waiting and smiling. Who waits and smiles? Human beings. But here the sun is given the human quality of waiting and smiling. The breeze is also personified in this poem. The line, breezes sing their songs of blessing. Here the breeze is given the human quality of singing songs of blessing. A few more examples of personification in the poem Children Are Going to School. The flowers, the peepal tree, particles of the earth, they are all personified in this poem. The line, fragrant flowers awaken the sleepy roads. Here the flowers are given the human quality of awakening someone, awakening the sleepy roads. The peepal tree, the line, the peepal in his lush deep foliage waves his hand. Here also the peepal is given the human quality of waving his hands. Particles of the earth, the line, every particle of the earth throbs like a mother's heart. So every particle of the earth is given the human quality of throbbing. Homework to be done. Find at least two things from the poem that show the following. It is early morning. The atmosphere is pleasant. The next question. The whole world is happy because children are going to school. Why is it so? Write about how your family supports you to go to school. Next question. What would happen if children didn't go to school? Write in short about what your parents feel when they send you to school.